Well, here in Australia, the Albanese Labor government's diplomacy on this, its position on this, continues to be very weak and even confused now. Even the former Prime Minister John Howard, your old boss, has come out and commented on this and said that Anthony Albanese seems to be at odds with the American administration even. And he's likened it to comments that you well know, the opposition leader Mark Latham at the time in 2004, saying he'd bring home the troops by Christmas. He said if a federal election was held later that year when he was opposition leader and he were to win, there'd be a change of government. He'd be hoping to have the troops back by Christmas, certainly. Now, I was working with you back then. You jumped on those remarks at the time. What was so important about them? Was it the break with the American position, or was it the weakness they showed?
It wasn't just that. It was also that he said that under no circumstances would an Australian government that he led take preemptive action to defend Australia and Australia's interests. So, I mean, I thought this was hugely damaging to the Labor Party because it showed the Labor Party couldn't be trusted on national security. What I think about the Albanese government, of course, Mark Latham was just the opposition leader. He didn't have any power. But Anthony Albanese does have power. Penny Wong and Richard Marles, they have power. And what's worrying about them is that they have totally destroyed Australia's influence in the Middle East and beyond the Asia-Pacific region. Australia has just become a laughingstock because, I mean, they say Israel has a right to defend itself, but it can't defend itself if it attacks the people who are attacking Israel from outside of Israeli territory. So let me make this point to you, that apparently for the Labour Party, it's all very well for President Zelensky and the Ukrainian army to be attacking Russian villages and towns in Russia to cut off Russian supply lines, but it's not okay for the Israelis to attack Hezbollah over the border in Lebanon, or to retaliate against Iran for sending 180 missiles or whatever it was into Israel. It just doesn't make any sense. And everybody in the world knows it doesn't make any sense. So Australia's government is totally ignored because everyone you talk to in the diplomatic world knows the Australian government's position on the Middle East is just domestic politics, nothing more and nothing less. And it's very sad.